All right. Oh no, my camera. This probably should probably have that going up, huh? All right. So we're here with blue-white control. I know my favorite archetype ever. Why haven't you been playing it this whole time? I don't know. I just wanted to do something else for a little bit, but uh, pretty. I'd say for the most part, kind of stock list. I have one divine purge. Maybe I'd go up a little bit more on this, but I don't have any. I only have one, and you know me. I have four Snapcaster Mages because I had a massive surplus of Mythic wild cards. In fact, when I was looking for Divine Purges, I ended up just pulling like six Mythic wild cards, so I guess I have Snapcasters now. Four Teferis, no Narset. I am not a fan of Narset really ever. Maybe in the sideboard, but my sideboard currently is some crazy stuff, and it probably won't stay that way, but I like the gotcha style sideboard for now. Haven't exactly tested it, but we'll see. Change the equation also looks really cool. Might go up on this if it's really good, but we'll see. There's a lot of things in the game that are two or less that this wants to counter, and there's a lot of red that this would like to counter that costs more than um, two, like Crucius, Fable the Mirror Breaker, or not young, Seasoned Pyromancer. It actually counters Young Pyromancer as well. Wandering Emperor. Another Supreme Verdict is also, debatable. But for now, this is the list. I believe there are 26 lands in it. You could probably go down to 25, but that's what I got for now. One man land. I could probably go up in Otawara and in the other channel lands. It probably just makes sense to do that. I didn't realize that. If you have them, one at Ganjo and one Otawara. I mean, in a deck like this, it's no big deal, right? That's fine. Probably more farmlands, but I don't have them, and it's not super crucial. It might not even be the next one I get. But for now, we're going to try it like this. There's surprisingly a wide range of ways to play blue-white control, in my opinion, right now in Historic, and this is what I'm starting with. So we'll see how we do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Catch me over on Twitch at what time? 5 p.m.-ish Eastern, pretty much every day. I am pretty cool. I probably should... Do I have to wipe down the lens? No, the lens looks fine. The lens looks fine. You're not looking at me anyways, looking at the game. My little orange box in the top right. I used to be like way down here. But I think either something changed or I felt like I was less in the way of what was going on up here. I don't remember. Maybe I could just like be right here. Just maybe I'll do this for April 1st next year. Just like, oh no, I found a new video format. I hope you guys like it. All right, this hand is good against anything that isn't slow and big, which is most things. So, which isn't most things rather. So let's keep it. All right, looks like control mirror. My sideboard is non-existent for this. Yeah, I don't really have a sideboard for this. It's funny, I've been like hunting for the control matchups for so long, and I finally get it when I'm control, and it's not good. I don't really have a good. I'm geared a little bit more towards beating everything, but like kind of the mirror. I think I've made the mirror a bit weak. Oh, it's maybe Niv Mizzet. It looks like it's a Niv Mizzet list. Okay, a little bit better for us, I think. Maybe not. I'm gonna make a second too. I'm just gonna swing. Looks like maybe no counter spells either. No counter spells from my side either, so that's... Yeah, alright. Fortunately, my opponent doesn't realize my hand is horrendously bad. I don't really have a sideboard because it's like this... Oh, I forgot to talk about the sideboard. The sideboard is the transformative, like, 9 Lives Calamity scam gotcha. I think it's worth trying, so I'm going to. Let's see. Probably take out the portable holes. Seem a little weak. Marksman is probably good enough, right? And I don't really want to change anything else. Hopefully Test of Talents hit something spicy. Who knows? Maybe this will be the first time I think I'd have ever cast Archmage's Charm. So let's see what happens. I like this. I always like 1 mana cantrip keeps in blue matchups, or just really like if you're on the draw. I think you can keep a 1 land hand if you can cast Consider. What is this? A Spell Pierce? Hard to pass that up, honestly. I'm going to shock myself because representing counterspells is a very strong thing to do when your opponent is respecting the crap out of them. Could have a discard spell, though. Looks like it is a discard spell? No. Alright. Spell Pierce still? Yes, they have a Spell Pierce. Okay, good to know. I'm listening to the, oh shoot, what is this? MDK. The MDK soundtrack from like 2000. I think it's the year 2000. I've never heard it before. And it slaps. I'm not gonna lie. I could leave up Archmage's Charm. Probably a good idea. Yeah, let's leave up Archmage's Charm. I'm kind of surprised to see Search in the deck still. Hall makes me confused about what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I am a bit confuzzled. Sure. Niv Mizzet? No. They're definitely going to Spell Pierce Wandering Emperor, but that's fine. I don't really think it's a crucial win condition. Okay, they didn't. They didn't Spell Pierce it? What? Okay, your turn? Siphon Insight. Oh, okay. Sure. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. I think I'll run out of Snapcaster Mage. I don't really have anything else to do. And applying pressure in this spot seems like a good idea. My opponent did get a bunch of card advantage. Alright, it's gonna get countered, so I'll just pay for it. Might as well just get the Snapcaster. I'll put a counter on I guess Snapcaster Mage? Probably not. It doesn't really matter. Just make it so it doesn't have 1 toughness. But again, not really a big deal. Sure, yeah. Again, I still think they have a Spell Pierce. And even if they don't, they stole 2 cards from me. Let's cycle this now. Oh, okay, that's not good. I think I'm fine with just discarding 2 cards. They're not really. They haven't. The Supreme Verdicts hasn't done anything, so I guess I'll just do that. I can respect Spell Pierce now. I can't respect an Archmage's Charm off of my own deck, but I don't really. I mean, I'm never going to be able to do that, so I'm just gonna see if this resolves. Nope. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect that one specifically. Didn't expect a second copy of that. Still a little bit confused on what I'm playing against. Um, do I run out of Snapcaster in response? No, I think I need cards from it, so I think I need to use it to cast Consider. It's annoying that that's my Teferi. Alright, well, I guess I was never going to get anything out of this Snapcaster Mage anyways. Of course. Alright, so I'm going to kill Teferi so I can actually play the game again. And run this out. Make another 2-2. Pass, I guess. They're going to take this, so I'm just going to run it out. They're facing down lethal. Never. Wait, that attacks you or Tasha. Okay. Let's. Oh, I should have held the land. Oh, I should have held the land. I'm so stupid. I'll just swing at them and hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Every. I have 3 lethal threats. Neither of these stop. Well, no, actually, this does stop 2 of them. I'm actually kind of surprised that they're still milling me. It's actually kind of surprising. Whoa, wait a minute. You just gave me Memory Deluge. Right? This goes back into my graveyard, and I get to cast it before Ashiok gets to do anything. They could have a counterspell for it, but now they have to counter my Memory Deluge. Okay, my opponent definitely made some kind of error. Let's take this. I'm going to take these because all I really need to do is defend the Snapcaster to win the game. Yeah, that was a huge misplay. That was huge. Oh, wait, that's a red spell. Haha, I get changed the equation. Equation's been changed. GG's. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what we call a Monka punt. That was a Monka punt. That's what we call that in the industry. So I beat something that I think had a little bit better of a, like, Ashiok is weird. I don't think this is very scary. It stops Snapcaster Mage, but that's really all it does. It probably should have stopped my Memory Deluge, but they just chose to give me Memory Deluge. They probably did need an answer to this to win, or to survive, right? If they did, they needed to cast it, hit like an answer to my threat and also a counter spell, but they didn't really have the mana to do that, so they just kind of got overwhelmed. I also just kind of beat them to death. I didn't even have a castle to make 1/1s. So they basically, they probably had to play the Memory Deluge and hope I just didn't get anything on my side, but I did. A lot of cool cards from them. I like the Siphon Insight and stuff. It seems like they had cards that were hedged towards control, and we just still kind of just pushed through a lot of it. Honestly, the biggest threat in their entire deck was probably my Teferi, and I only have 1 copy of it. Alright. 1-0. I also have a insanely over-analytical brain when I play Blue-Eye Control, too. I go into the overdrive. The age-old overdrive. Alright, I don't orange juice. It's time for water. This just takes so many calories to play Blue-White Control because my brain burns so many calories. My brain is constantly burning calories to play this deck. Keeping it. Oh. 1 minute cantrip. Always keep. Can't stop me. Particularly on the draw. Oh, that sucks. Oh, actually, no, that's fine. I don't care. That's, yeah. They probably take a Snapcaster, actually. Yeah, don't take the Consider. Don't take Consider. Just take a Snapcaster. Because a Snapcaster could just wind up being a Consider later anyways, and you're like, ah. Alright, kind of looking for lands. I don't know if this would be good in whatever this is. Against whatever this is, so I'm just going to do that. Play you, pass. Shocks themselves for Lilia. What? Okay. I'm not going to lie, this is not really all that scary. I think I'm just going to apply pressure to the Liliana. I'll get rid of Memory Deluge, I think. I mean, sure. It's either that or Wandering Emperor. I'll just get rid of Memory Deluge. I'm going to look for... Well, I was going to say something to cast, but I guess that's something I can cast, so... I wonder if they -2 Liliana. Probably not. Alright, now they don't really have to. Assuming they just kill it with yep. So now I probably get rid of Wandering Emperor? Because I can't really afford to get rid of lands. I can't play Archmage's Charm, but they don't have any cards in hand, so I don't really want to respect the top of their deck for no reason. I could have just played this Sorcery Speed to find more answers. Or that just happens. Okay, sure. Yep. This is another matchup where their threats aren't just like creatures, which is causing me great pain and strife. Okie dokie. Maybe I can trip them up. They're going straight into the plus? Sure. Do I trade or do I plus? I think it's kind of similar, so I'll just plus. I'm not really sure why they didn't block there. They probably should have blocked. Yeah, they probably should have blocked. Okay, that's a problem. I have some Supreme Verdicts and stuff. I guess I'm making a 2/2? Hall of the Storm Giants needs one more land, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. No, it needs 2 more, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it needs 2 more. Alright, well, I'm dead next turn, I guess. I'm com I'm so confused why they didn't swing with their Tarmogoyf. I don't understand. Did they think I could activate Hall? They think I can activate Hall, but I can't, right? Am I tripping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind. Never mind. I can activate Hall. Never mind. Alright, so I don't want to put Teferi in my hand because it will just get discarded. So I'll just put this in my hand. to the Liliana that I don't really have an answer to? Alright, well, I guess I got it anyways. Alright, sweep the board. Can't play Teferi, but I have a Divination. I'm gonna draw 2, right? Yeah. Because I can't counter this because I'll lose Teferi, and then I'm kind of back to square one. But this way I have all the answers, right? What an interesting game. So, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Cancel. Put an end steps trigger there. Do this plus. Another Teferi. Okay, so let this trigger resolve. Da 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 d. And then for 2. No. Exile this. Pay. Suppose I didn't have to do it right then and there, but why not? Probably get rid of the other Teferi. It doesn't seem terribly useful. Plus again. Do I fire up March here? I think I do, because they cannot block. They can't block, right? Yeah, because they have to bop my Teferi. They just have to. And I'll let Teferi take damage. And leave up change the equation. Maybe it'll be useful. That's a green spell. That's a green spell. Oh, that's a green spell, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's bad funny. All right, Liliana means the transformative sideboard plan isn't really that good. I think I want Supreme Verdict, and I can take out probably, I don't know, a Consider. Doesn't really matter. I hate this view, dude. I want this view. I want this view so much more. It's just harder to see what I'm doing for, like, YouTube and Twitch and stuff. I don't think I want this 4-minute Teferi. They have a lot of discard spells, but do I really care about, like, Test of Talentsing them? No. I don't think I need Rest in Peace, really. Stops Tarmogoyf, I guess. Has it... I don't know. I'm not gonna... Let's just do that. I have a lot of answers to that anyways. Alright. I didn't think I was gonna win that. I had no resources, but I just slowly creeped back into the game with card advantage that they really have no answer to. Kind of surprising. Liliana plussed and minus like a lot that game. It just didn't come together for them. So it doesn't really matter what kind of hand I keep because it's going to be picked apart like crazy. So I could just keep something with lands to let me consistently cast stuff off the top of my deck. I think that's a better way to look at it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm very surprised there's no 1-minute discard spell. That is actually insane. They're on the play, so I can't Archmage Charm a Liliana the Veil, but as we've seen, it's not really all that scary. And neither is an early Tarmogoyf. Especially without a discard spell, Tarmogoyf isn't really much of anything. Did they keep a one-lander and they're upset? Nope, nope, nope. Grimflayer? Collective Brutality. Okay, they have 3 choices. They have to take March. Never mind. I gotta stop speaking for my opponents here. They were choosing what kind of modes to do, I guess. And, I mean, they really only have one choice. I don't think they want to steal 2 life from me for no reason. Okay, it's the Last Hope. It's not Veil. Which, doesn't really do anything. I'm not gonna exile my own Wandering Emperor to deal with that. What? How many loyalty does 7 to win? To win the game? I don't care about the clues. I'm just gonna leave out March. Alright, so I'll play Wandering Emperor? Make it 2-2? I will force a trade, so I will play land first strike. Force some kind of block here so this doesn't kill me. Sure, that's totally fine. If that was their plan, they should have done it on their own turn to get a land. Alright, so now this is no longer a threat. I can probably play Teferi and just, like, tick away. Of just making infinite zombies, I mean. Okay, so we do this. I have a march that they know about. I'd rather not use it, but I probably have to. Yeah, alright. Because I'm keeping Teferi around no matter what. 3... Always going to keep that around. If I had Rest in Peace, these would be really, really rough cards here. Not hitting Teferi? Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? Teferi being at 5 or 6 or 7, it's not... As long as it's not 8, it's not terribly relevant, right? Let's plus... That was a really, really, really good draw. Let's plus again. Diversify my threats. Siege Rhino. I am never upset to see a Siege Rhino. You can play that all day. Alright, let's get Snappy Boy and I guess March. I'm gonna ultimate Teferi before they ultimate this Liliana. Alright, yeah, this game is probably over now. Don't think my opponent's coming out of this, unfortunately for them. I could just do it right now to untap, but I don't really see... I can't be convinced. I can't be convinced to do it. Can't convince myself. Sure. Don't really care. You're not beating all this. Sure. I'm just going to Otawara bounce here. You can drain me for 3. That is A-okay. I can Snapcaster a nothing, so I'll just let the Snapcaster sit. This ultimate's at 7. Okay, just making sure. Don't want to wind up in a poopy situation that I didn't have to be in. I'm gonna plus here, and I'm gonna cast Consider. I would like that card in my hand, and I guess I'll snap Consider? No, can't be convinced. Can't be convinced. The fact that change the equation is good against them is like so depressing. Okay, that's fine, I don't care. Alright, let's exile the Siege Rhino. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I win? Don't you Murderous Rider me. Don't you do it. Lingies. Okay, Lingy Wingy. All right. Fortunately, I did have an instance of card draw. Otherwise, the Liliana would actually just ultimate, and I would feel stupid. They're probably just waiting to see if I have it before they scoop. Yep, they're just waiting. Because if I didn't have card draw, they could go for the emblem. Now, the emblem doesn't do anything against Teferi anyways, because I exile all their lands, and I can keep attacking the zombies, so they'll always just have, like, 1/2/2 at a time. In fact, there's an argument to not even go for Liliana there, but if it's just going to close the game out, might as well. But I would argue that naming or targeting Liliana is actually incorrect. It would make the game longer and more tedious, but it's just a like 100% to win as opposed to like a 98. It's min maxi. Also, Euristy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Sprout Swarm. You've added one to Convoke. You are now a Sapperling. Once Sprout Swarm hits Magic Arena, it is the only card I will ever play. It is the strongest card in Pauper EDH, and you will not convince me otherwise. I'm on the draw with cantrips, and you know me. Oh man, this is taking me back. When I was like super high mythic, and I was keeping Island opt. back in the olden days, the black and white era of Magic Arena. It was like one land and an opt, and then like a bunch of spells that I like. All right, I'll keep it. It never failed. On the draw, that is. Good game. Oh, they don't have a land? Why'd you keep a one land? No! No, dude, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, no. You can't skip land drops against blue-white, dude. I mean, they didn't know what I was, but on the play with a one-lander is a real strange decision. That is a very odd decision. Waste not. Let's not lose to that. Let's not lose to that. I could have portable hold it, I guess. There's probably more though. All right, they drew another one. They drew two lands in a row. Graveyard Trespasser. I don't really have an answer to that, huh? All right, let's just consider. Nope. Archmage's Charm. That would have been an answer, but it's not in my hand. Alright, so Snapcaster Mage is not great, but this isn't really doing anything, to be honest. Don't really care. Let's play this and pass. Right, it just bops me for 4 repeatedly. Exiles my cards, but I'm not really using them. They only miss one land drop, so this is totally fine. No. No. Come on, opponent. Swing. What are you doing? There you go. Eat my charm or whatever. Do the old nummy wummy. Did they eat a land? Why'd you eat a land? Snapcaster Consider is probably all I have to do, so I'm just going to play a land tapped. This is another deck. I really haven't played against anything that's like direct, straightforward, just creatures beating me up. Sure. I'm gonna actually just cast this now. I basically have to, otherwise I lose access to my whole graveyard. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of a card I need. I guess I'll just block because I'm going to Supreme Verdict. I could not block, assuming they have a Thoughtseize. They don't. Alright, so let's play out Supreme Verdict. I suppose I will shock myself. I think I should, rather than shouldn't. At the very least, I can counter like an Inquisition or something. Okay, I don't have an answer to that one, unfortunately. This is Ward discard or Ward pay life? Discard, okay. Portable Hole's not doing anything, so I guess that's not too difficult to accomplish. What are we doing? I guess I did. Okay. Not many targets for change the equation, so. Undercity Plunder. I think I will just counter that. I think I'm just going to counter that. I essentially discarded Snapcaster Mage. Kind of. And I still have this to deal with the third Glutton. Eating their own graveyard. Interesting. I can keep that land in hand. But I can also just not do that. I think what I'm going to do is sorcery speed everything. Yeah, I'm just going to sorcery speed everything. The amount of times I've accidentally made a 2-2 instead of exiling something has been astronomical, I won't lie. Their land has Menace, so I can't block it. Alright, we're in a situation where I don't have anything to do. Submit, pass. I did find an answer to March, but they have a ton of discard spells, right? But that does mean they're not tapping to swing with their Hive. And if they do, I think we're very happy. Alright, we're very happy. I believe the mana cost of this is 0. Yeah, that was a really good turn. That was insane. Okay. Yep. I mean, there are 4 in the deck, and I was halfway through my deck, so not really too surprising, right? I didn't have, I haven't seen one yet, yeah. There's 3 more in there. I should say I'm like 2/3, or a third of the way, not halfway. Who's counting? Has Waste Not done anything, or would it have done anything? I don't think Waste Not really would have done anything this game. At least not yet. It might have drawn them 1 card, because they did hit me with a Thoughtseize, right? Love to see it. This is only as a sorcery? No, they should have left up mana on my turn, just for the sake of it, but not really all that relevant. Alright. Nothing to do, no manland. Maybe I can put a second manland in here. Another 7/7. They conjure a random card. It's mostly a land from this card that you get, because it can hit lands. But they could have hit something. Don't really know what. Okay, my graveyard is gone, sure. That is a lot of lands. That is a ton of lands. I have hit a lot of lands. Are you serious? Okay, dude, sure. Yep. They just hit a Teferi. Why wouldn't they? You know? Why wouldn't they? Enlighten me. Why wouldn't my opponent hit that? Not the end of the world, though. I can kill it. They also just had to use it to minus. It doesn't actually cleanly answer Teferi or anything like that. This Wandering Emperor's saucing them. That's kind of crazy, though. Do I shuffle off of this? No, I don't shuffle off of that. They have a Professor Onyx? Okay. That's probably the worst Professor Onyx I've ever seen, but sure. Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate. Yeah, you should not keep a one-land hand if you have 6-drops. That's also kind of odd to me. Find that a little funky. All right, looks like we got out of getting scammed by that plunder. Notably, does not actually answer my Teferis. I'll just play this land. Doesn't actually answer Teferi. It just copies it. Tiny Bones. Okay, that's very far from doing anything. I really didn't even have to kill that, to be honest. I really didn't. But I have all the resources I need to win. There's just nothing. I have more answers than they have cards, so they can't do anything. Well, a manland hasn't been that detrimental yet to winning games. And I must admit, Archmage's Charm is a very satisfying card now that I'm actually playing with it. It's very satisfying. Let's not lose to that, huh? Again, another massive, expensive spell in their deck that probably shouldn't. Like, I don't, I don't know what's going on. Divine Purge doesn't look that good. Maybe I'm not too upset I don't have many copies of this. So far, I haven't really played against anything that makes me want a bunch of them. I don't even know if I want Rest in Peace. I don't care about my own graveyard or their graveyard or... I guess another Supreme Verdict. They do have creatures that are threatening. Test of Talents is all right. It's probably better than Portable Hole, though, if I had to take a guess. And 3 Fairy doesn't do that much against them. But again, probably better than Portable Hole. Portable Hole, like, only hitting Tiny Bones and Waste Not is not... I'm not really sold on it. Tiny Bones is not really a big deal, and Waste Not kind of is, sort of. I don't know. I think this is a unfavorable matchup. Mono black discard. It can just like pick apart my hand and I just wither away. This hand looks really nice, but again, half of it's gonna go missing. Alright, they actually mulliganed. Probably should have done that last game, but well, they had some play there. No, no 1-mana discard. Very interesting. Waste Not? No Waste Not. Okay, I'm a little confused. Looks like a cycle card? Yeah, some sort of cycling card they have in hand? I don't know. Liliana? Okay, there we go. We have something going. Didn't expect to have this much time of just nothing happening. I guess I'll get rid of this. Opponent gets rid of A fatal push, that's hilarious. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm in a position where I'm not upset about like anything. I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna get rid of a Snapcaster Mage, I think. Nah, let's just get rid of a March. They don't have any threats. Oh, they have a discard spell, huh? So they should probably take my Archmage's Charm, but something's telling me they're gonna take Teferi. Yep. Always, people always do that. You should probably take the Archmage's Charm. That kind of pulls me back ahead. Taking Teferi that isn't castable doesn't make any sense. You just like laser beamed onto a card that scared you. I am gonna lose to Liliana Ultimate if I don't maintain my answer to it. Looks like I do get to keep my answer. Another Teferi's really good because of this Hive. And this is why you should take Archmage's Charm. I wouldn't be... I don't know, I think you should take Archmage's Charm every time there. Yeah, that's just... I think their sequence is a little interesting. Am I playing Mistmin? I don't know who Mistmin is. No. I'm just playing a list that I made like 2 hours before I turned on the stream. Based off of what I've seen and then just browsing the card collection myself. I didn't look at a list of anyone. I don't watch other people play Magic Arena. I don't. Yeah, I don't look at content. I play enough of the game to. No, it's fine. I just don't play enough. Like I play so much that I don't want to spend more time watching someone else play. I'll watch people play Modern and Hearthstone, but I won't really watch people play Magic Arena. Therefore, I don't really watch them play specifically Historic. And I've never been a fan of Standard anyways. Ooh, I would keep this as I was on the draw. I would so keep this on the draw. It is Obosh, though. You know what? I will keep it because Portable Hole is very good against one-drops. I'll actually keep this. If it's a minion deck, I'll be even happier, right? So he's just a good player who's like top 10 ladder. Okay. I've been up there, but that was during a standard cycle. But I was way up there on Mythic years ago on Magic Arena. I would say I'm probably there's a lot of people that are like super capable of doing that. It's not this like crazy thing, but it's just the time investment. And also, I don't really like the decks. Like, I don't like playing against the same 4 decks. And it always happens when I'm way up there. It's just the same decks, right? And it's usually faster decks because people like to climb. So they want to get more games in. So you just play like a really good deck that has a positive win rate. Like, if the positive win rate between blue-white control and mono-red is like really similar, just play the red deck so you get twice as many games in to climb. Who knows? If I stick with a blue-white or like a really good deck and I end up climbing, I'll probably hit it anyways. But we'll see. I'm not really excited about that. I might just like concede spam back to low diamond if I get to diamond. Like I don't want to play against Mythic anymore. I really don't. Yes, blue-white does seem really good right now. I have been impressed. I haven't lost a game. Come to find out, I just haven't lost a game yet. It's kind of funny. You don't have a second land? What? What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Do I just steal this? Do I just steal that? You know what? I'll steal it on their upkeep. So it's untapped and I can block their whatever. Gain control. There's no way in hell they're gonna sack it, so I'll just do this. There's no way they'd sacrifice this. I don't really care if they kill it. I mean, what is... they don't even have to kill it in response. It doesn't really matter. Just wait to see what you draw. It doesn't... Just wait to see your draw step first. Kill it on my turn. Or kill it after your draw step. You're like 800. Played against mono green. Oh, if it is varied, that's good. I always like to see it. I like variance. It's just my assessment would be that isn't the case. But if it is, that's good. That's good. More is better than less. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I would climb again. I don't know. Really don't. All right, they drew a land, which is information they wouldn't have had before they killed this first. This Archmage's Charm really has stumped my opponent. It's kind of funny. I mean, you got to do something. You got to do something. Well, you run out of time. Okay. You don't really see people rope out without making a decision like that. Just really, I really stumped them, dude. Like they did not know what to do. Okay, I don't know if I want to take 4 to Memory Deluge, but maybe I actually can because there are a lot of good cards in my deck, like uh, Supreme Verdict here. My opponent almost didn't get to do what they wanted that turn. That is really funny. All right, please just play this. All right, I'll take 2. I don't care. Bot me something fierce. Play out this 3/4, please, or 4/3, whatever. What? Toxic, dude. Toxic. All right, now I don't have to find Supreme Verdict at least. No way I would ever stop a burn spell. I wouldn't counter. Okay, I guess is that better than just playing Bone Crusher? Because I don't think it is. I do not think what my opponent just did is better than Bone Crusher. I'm gonna play this to look for a land, and then Portable Hole with said land. What? Okay. Opponent's playing some funky. Playing funky. Monka funky. Yeah, one land roping. Really got some decisions. I don't know. Maybe they're a content creator and they're elaborating their plays. I don't know. Maybe I'm still dead. Actually, I probably might actually just be dead. Please don't have Wizard's Lightning. Literally anything but Wizard's Lightning. Or Skewer. Skewer would also is banned. Skewer's banned. Come on. That's toxic. Okay, so this Wandering Emperor has to come in and essentially immediately gain me life. So let's do that. Leave up a very good top deck. Make sure I actually choose the right one. Okie dokie. I don't even have to counter one of these, but I probably should so I can untap safely with a Teferi. I can counter these without taking damage, right? Yeah. Alright, we're in a very good position now. I don't think I should shock myself. That seems a little reckless. Especially how their threat doesn't... All their haste threats actually get answered to these, where their non-haste threats get answered to, like, you know, this. Does this deal 2 to me if I target it with... No, it doesn't. Okay, it looks like I'm always taking 1. Could still die here. Please don't have another Bone Crusher. Oh, come on. Can I gain life in any way? No. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright. This... I don't think I... Do I want Supreme Verdict? Probably. Take out... 5 minutes of Fairy? No, Bone Crusher still kills me, so I still need to deal with that. Maybe I can still take out Teferis. Take out... Snapcaster Mages? No, they're efficient blockers. Take out Consider? No, 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 no. Something like this. Alright, I'm all in. I mean, I'm all in, so... Yeah, Change the Equation has felt stupid strong. It's funny because it's like, I mean, it isn't counterspell yet, but counterspell is was counterspell and swords to plowshares. Swords would probably be a little too insane, probably. It sucks I lost game one. It was like it was almost there. I was almost there. Just one counterspell too short, two life too short. Ay ay ay. I think I will keep this. Double turn, like double answer is really good again, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm only after one piece, but I really need to find it. A mulligan is really good for me too. A non-haste threat is good. I probably just take anything. Yep. Oh no, no, I should have played Solemnity. Oh, it would have shut that down. I had an answer to it. God. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, come on. I had an answer to it in my hand, and I'm like, nah. Now the another. This could have answered something else. That was an atrocious play. I can't believe I did that. Yep, I would have an answer to. Oh, they hit two lands. Okay, sure. All right, run it out now, I guess. Ugh. I'm sorry, what? I'd like to march the den, but I highly doubt they're going to activate it. I don't know if I want to kill this Ferocidon, but I probably should, because literally anything they do, like all of their threats are dealing damage to me, so I might as well. It's not like I have a clean answer to anything on the stack. Sure, that's fine. I didn't have an answer to that anyways. This music slaps. This music's great. Sure, probably take the Ferocidon, right? Might as well. Yeah. Alright, that's not what we wanted. Hey! Alright, so I found it. It's just a matter of putting it into play. I can wait a turn to surprise my opponent, right? There's no reason to do it now, because it costs 6 mana. Yeah, let's just wait. This is my entire strategy, by the way, so if it isn't good enough, like, I'm dead. They probably always just cast this, because if they don't, they lose it. I can hold control. I'll just hold control. Make them think I have something. Alright. Are you good enough? I have answers to Bone Crushers. Bone Crusher gets through this, but as long as I always answer Bone Crusher, I can't die. Obosh doesn't prevent damage or have any text on it like that. Come on, concede. You know you want to. Okay, 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 okay. What does this do? Do I care? No. Exile top 5, you may cast them. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell, it deals X, where X is the spell. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, so now basically one Bone Crusher kills me. Opponent's still swinging. Doesn't do anything. So all we're doing is countering Bone Crushers. That's all we're doing. Oh boy. So we sit back and we do what I do best. Absolutely nothing. Okay, what they exile? Land. Okay, cool story. Yep, knock yourself out. You can have all the spells you want. Yep, there you go. You get some lands. Have your lands. You can make 1/1s with your den of the Boog Boor. Buggy Boy. Den of the Bug Bus. I don't think they can beat this. Now I got an answer for the second one. Oh yes, all right. I just have to 4 for 4 them. You know, if they do have 4 copies of Bone Crusher, I do have to answer 4. It's not like I only have to answer a couple. And if they chain a bunch off of this, I do lose, right? If there's a ton off of this Chandra, I am screwed. So that does suck. Oh no, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. Oh no, I got chat spammed. Oh no. Alright, it looks like they hit 1 Bone Crusher, which I have to answer. Let me turn off this. Do they have a second one? No. Oh, I couldn't counter a second one. I couldn't counter a second one, dude. Wow. I actually can't counter a second one. Alright, let me... How do I... Where's that button? I had it at some point. I could, like... My one moderator's not here, so... Yeah, you might be right. There's a lot of planes. I could replace one planes with another storm giant, which is something I am kind of interested in doing. I think I might end up doing that. I also have a few too many um, uh, lands that tap for 1 color. Exile the top card. They are finding ways to threaten multiple Bone Crushers in the same turn cycle, which is unfortunate for me. But they don't have one right now. Probably should have played the Den, shouldn't they? Guess it doesn't really matter. Nothing worse than a slow red player, huh? Yeah, Castle Vantress is another card I probably want a one of. There's no reason not to have these. I should work on the planes. Like I said, I slapped this together 2 hours ago. It's my first rendition. It's my first list, but there's definitely cards I can absolutely be running that I'm not. And as we all know, learning is burning. I'm gonna cycle this with these. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll leave it in hand. Again, it's pretty it's not impossible for them to find two Bone Crushers in the same turn, and I don't have answers to two, so. They didn't find one there. Probably should have swung first with this Lelia before anything. I'm not going to counter Chandra, even though it does show 5. Just going to let that happen. Yeah, Ferocidon's hitting them, but they don't have a reason to play any more threats than they do now, so it won't kill them. It does mean Den of the Bugbear can't be spammed to make 1/1s, but it's not really relevant. Still haven't found it. They still haven't found it. Alright, so Leah can look again. And the reason they're swinging all out and not just with the Lelia is because if they find Bone Crusher, it immediately kills them from all the damage. Alright, looks like they hadn't found it, so. And they're also, I think, finally out of gas. It's just 2 cards a turn between this and Lelia, as opposed to like 1,000 random things that are exiling off the top. Alright, that's a good answer, and I am going to play it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to exile this so they stop seeing multiple cards a turn. Because that's basically how we lose, right? Oh boy. Finding more copies. Just finding cards. Stop. Please. Just go a turn where you only draw 1 card, please. Or 2. It's driving me nuts. I see so many cards a turn, dude. It's crazy. Double land again, though. Man, they're really whiffing. Maybe there's only 2 copies of Bone Crusher? Maybe? They could be a 4 of and they sided some out because it's not really that good against me. Alright, that probably just does it. The second one of that. We'll see. They need all 4 copies now. That doesn't even scry because it doesn't deal damage to me. And at least my opponent will actually deck themselves out, so I don't even really need to fairy, right? But that is indicative of this actually working. Opponent, there's no reason to cast this. Does it do anything? You just burn in time. Are they going to time out? No, they could. They have spent, I think, over half their time, right? I know, right? It's enticing to draw 2, but if there's only 1 card I have to answer in their entire deck, what am I drawing to? More Archmage's Charms? That would be an oxymoron, right? A paradox. There's only 1 card I have to counter, so. There's no need to look for anything. Other than other counter spells. If I get like stupid lucky and find 2. This doesn't deal with Chandra, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks here, but it is what it is. I don't think I can survive an attack. By like just answering their board, like stealing these with these and exiling this. I don't think I'm actually going to answer their... No, there's memory deluges in here. There are. There are memory deluges. I think there's two. I believe there's two. Alright, there's 5 more cards. Opponent has 5 more cards. I'm going to exile the courier in response to its activation. So it exiles a card, and that card could be a Bone Crusher. Okay. My opponent, that'd be hilarious. It'd probably be the first game they ever like timed out on. They have 14 minutes. I have 24. Alright, so hopefully that card was a Bone Crusher. But we'll see. Mono, yeah. Alright, they only had 2 copies. I don't know why they sandbagged the hell out of it. It's kind of weird to me. Test of Talents does actually exile all of them, I think. Or maybe it doesn't. It might actually not exile the Bone Crushers. I don't like Teferi at all, so I'm going to take another Test of Talents. Divine Purge doesn't actually stop them, and neither really does Snapcaster Mage. I might like Snapcaster more than Wandering Emperor, though, to be honest. I think I like that slightly more, because it can at least cantrip me, and all I'm really trying to do is violently dig to the 9 lives to Limity thing. They're probably going to bring in more Bone Crushers if they have them. They probably had 4 game 1, if I had to guess. Could be wrong. They're still sideboarding. Okay. Can't imagine there's really much to sideboard for game 3 for mono red in this matchup. It's kind of weird. I expected them to just like full gas. I don't know. Maybe they were thinking of 2 cards to take out. Alright, I have the combo super fast, which is nice, but I don't have anything in the meantime, which is very, very, very bad. Could be too slow. We'll see. No light up the stage. I'm almost willing to just block with the Snapcaster here. Or make them commit a spell to do something. I don't know. Yep. Uh-huh. I don't think I'm going to block this. Maybe I should block now. Yeah, I'm going to block now. I could also just not block, because that commits a spell to my Snapcaster, which is kind of the same as, you know, other things they could do. Alright, so they have to kill me this turn, otherwise I get the combo going, and then it's just up to Bone Crusher. So we'll see. Yeah, Snap Chump is alright, but I'm not going to take 11 in this turn cycle, so I don't really have to worry about it. Chandra cannot poke my Snapcaster. I'll just take the damage and then swing at Chandra. Looks like they have a 1-minute spell, though, so probably not. Okay, opponent, come on. You can do it. You got 1 card in your hand. If it's a burn spell, kill Snapcaster, hit me for 6. Nope, we're exiling the top. It was a land. They're swinging. They're not going to... Sure, that's fine. I'm going to swing at Chandra. I think. Should I swing at Chandra? Whatever their card is, it's not a... It's not a, whatchamacallit, so... They could poke me and try to deal 9, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They could just ping me through this 9 lives, is their idea of swinging this at my face. Yep. It makes sense. I kind of agree with this, because they don't know I have the other part of it in my hand already. They're not aware of that. So they just want to race through the 9 lives at this juncture. Yep, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Activate this. They have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I poke Chandra again, and then it's just down to Bone Crusher Giant. Which doesn't immediately kill me. Bone Crusher Giant doesn't kill me immediately. So I can swing, I think. Let's see. Bone Crusher, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, top deck Bone Crusher does not kill me, damage-wise, so I will actually just swing. If they could activate a Bugbear in the same turn, it would, but they can't. Alright, so I have Test of Talents for one of them, the first one, and, yeah, that's about it. Okay, so we played this, pass. So now we're back to it. We got it in play. Scamming the mono red, dude. Scamming the mono red. I love it. Alright, there's one. There's one. I'm going to find out to see if this actually does deal with it. All of them. I highly doubt it. Because it doesn't exile this. It exiles this. But I don't know. I don't actually know the rules interaction. What do you do? Just cast a spell. Please. 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 Cast your spells. It literally, you win the game if it resolves. Oh, look, they got a little warning. Less than 9 minutes. Sure. No, I don't get to name the other ones, unfortunately. I don't get to. It is the only card in their deck that is a threat, though, so I am correct in that assessment. Okay, my opponent might actually time out here. I have to counter that one because if I don't, I die regardless. It doesn't have to hit me in the face for it to kill me. Alright, they're moving on. Looks like it's finally my turn. Wow. Really still sweating it, though. You know they can draw two in the same turn cycle. Let's play this and pass. Still have to kind of fade more. I could swing, get rid of a token, and then a Bone Crusher deals what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to trade off here because them going down a threat right now in this specific turn is good for me because it lets me Memory Deluge. And if they get double Bone Crusher, it doesn't immediately kill me. Actually, maybe it still does. Yeah, maybe it still does. I think the Snapcaster is irrelevant regardless, though. But who knows? Yeah, I guess I am still dead to double Bone Crusher. That sucks. Alright, it looks like they didn't hit double Bone Crusher. 3 more Monk Eyes. 3 more, yeah. That'd be hilarious if they actually found it on the last like 10 seconds and timed out because they like couldn't handle it. I don't know. Dude, they're playing so slow it hurts me. I guess I can revel in my victory longer the longer they make this take. That was a very good decision for me because now I get to find more answers. I didn't exactly find more. I will portable hole this card though. Do I even want consider? Yeah, I do. Another March is not better than the average top deck, in my opinion. So let's do that. I'm gonna portable hole this research desk so they can't like spam answers into my face. And I will play this tapped, right? There's no reason not to. And pass. Boney G. Boney G. Beaumont Courier. Alright, that's not red. Get wrecked. Can't play that one. Yep. Just untap. Play this. Pass. My opponent's suddenly playing faster. It's a Christmas miracle. That is not one. That can find one, sure. But it can't spam 2 back to back, so it's not a big deal. Opponent agrees. Let's do this. Another portable hole. No, I think I need Snapcaster Mage because it's just counter spells. They have they have cards that deal with my graveyard, but that's not too big of a deal, right? Hmm. Yeah, double Snapcaster is probably the best here. I got nothing to do, unfortunately. I'd like to stop this desk, but I can't. Alright, I can just draw 2. Do I Snapcaster? No, I think I'm just looking for more lands. 1, 2. I'm almost at the point where I can triple counterspell all of them and just straight win. Well, it's fascinating how fast you can actually play, isn't it, dude? Fascinating. Your play red cards suddenly got easier. I don't know what happened. Is there a reason they're not activating Chandra? I'm kind of confused. All right, the change the equation just makes it so I automatically win. Excuse me, automatically win. So that's good. It could be not over because I can deck out. I made it so I deck out before them. So that's probably what they're racing to, which means I have to actually do stuff here. That's unfortunate, actually. I wasn't paying attention. I should have made it so I always had more cards than them in my graveyard or my library. They're just gonna draw go until I deck out. So let's start stealing their stuff. Oh wait, I can make them draw 2. I can make them draw 2. And I can do it multiple times. Okay, never mind. Oh no, I should have waited to the end. I should have waited till the very last turn. Right. I'll do it again. So they're 1 card deeper. No, wait. Let's do this. It's funny. Funny how this is working. No, I don't have Teferi's in my deck. Teferi's gone. Teferi is gone. Oh, did they hit? They hit a Bone Crusher. All right. Well, I mean, it doesn't kill me, right? I think I should still counter it though. All right. My opponent sacked the table, which was a mistake. Now I am ahead in. I was gonna say fatigue, but I'm gonna use Snapcaster instead of a card in my hand because I don't want um, them to get rid of my graveyard, which they can do. So let's take Test of Talents. They have 2 with that weird card. Please let me cast Test of Talents. Thank you. Alright, my opponent's back to now decking out before me by 1 card. They have both Bone Crushers in their hand right now. We have double answers, so this game is over. Oh, man. Woo! What a game. That was crazy. And yeah, it's funny. My opponent actually played at a normal pace the moment they had an avenue to victory of just pushing the enter key. Yep. I'm gonna let the prowess resolve. Woo! All right. Oh man. uh. Oh man. Shift enter. No need to play Magic anymore. Oh, they're gonna be back to like super, super, super slow play. Oh my god. What a game. What a game. That's hilarious. This person was like bottom platinum too. They could have just moved on and went to another game of Magic. They like did not have to sit here. Oh, that's so funny. They did pick up if they you know what? If they did not pick up the pace of play, I would not have realized that I was gonna deck out first. I wouldn't have realized that. But we win by 1 card here. Assuming we get through our deck in 3 minutes, which I assume we will get to the last card by that time. We'll see. Every turn that goes by, I just like my hand gets harder and harder to deal with too. But it doesn't matter. The game's over. We saw their entire list. There's nothing they can do to even make my deck have more cards in it. I mean, less cards in it. Excuse me. They can't like exile my cards. That is so fun. I had to Archmage's charm them to do this too. I know they want to sit through this. I don't know why. I'm reveling in a victory right now, right? I'm having a good time. I will sit here until the time burns out. You know the blue-white control player loves to go to time, dude. What are you talking about? What are they doing here? What are they talking about? Assuming they're talking to themselves. Maybe they're screaming at their monitor. I don't know. It was a pretty good game, all things considered. It was actually a pretty good game. Um, I'm surprised this worked, and it makes me so happy that it did. I just scammed this person so hard. 2 games too. Like I scammed them twice. Oh my god. All right, so there goes my graveyard. That's fine. I have no use for it. What I could do, because Snapcaster Mage is no, wait, I don't care. What am I talking about? Nothing matters. Out of habit of play, I could do something about this. Out of like, etiquette. But Okay. You shouldn't even have exiled that, because what if I wanted to cast it and I would like go back to decking before you? Probably shouldn't have exiled that. I would have exiled March maybe. That's the last card I would have exiled though. Because if I'm incentivized to cast it, you know, your goal of exiling your own stuff's just not going to work out, right? What a game. Oh, yes, that's right. Deck out, my friend. Deck out. All right, we're 5 cards ahead now. I can like get lazy and cast things for no reason, but etiquette says I shouldn't. I'm still like the back of my head doesn't want me to shift enter and auto yield to everything they're doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just my blue white control brain doesn't want to hold shift and enter to auto pass. I want to respond to everything even though it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm just going to shift enter. Hand off the mouse. We're on the highway with the steering wheel. Oh man, what a victory. I They only have 40 seconds left actually. They only have 40 seconds left. Does shift enter let you block still? Oh, it does. Okay. Whose time does this chew through? Mine? The combat animations chew through my time. That's unfortunate. Good to know, though. Very good to know about. Alright. Well, I got nothing to do. I mean, it's a good game when you give up. Oh, yes. Bully control. Hey, that's why you run the scam. The scam sideboard plan. Screw sideboard cards, dude. Just run the scam. 9 live solemnity. You can even do like Book of Exalted Deeds, Mutavault, but I don't think you should do that though. It's probably not something you should do. All right. Opponent actually went through their entire time as an Obosh mono red aggro deck. They did play game one very slow, so I don't know. Maybe I know there was this guy I played against. Field of Ruin. Yeah, I haven't seen a Field of Ruin yet, but I know this guy who's quadriplegic. Like he can't use anything but his like mouth and eyes, and he plays Magic Arena and he streamed. I don't know if he still streams. This was like 4 years ago, but he was in my chat because I played against him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm quadriplegic. We just played," and I'm like, "Oh," because I was criticizing them for playing super slow. I'm like, "Man, they're playing so slow. Oh my god, it's losing my mind." But they're quadriplegic. They're playing with their mouth. You know, he had like the thing in his like a stick, and he's like playing with his mouth. And I watched his stream once. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like you're actually doing this. He's I don't know if he still plays. Um, but yeah, that was kind of cool. Took it in stride though. It made me feel like a piece of trash. Not gonna lie. Um, so now ever since then I'm a little bit more skeptical of criticizing people who play slow because what if they're quadriplegic? The most extreme thing. What if they're quadriplegic? It's like, well, hey, they literally can be quadriplegic. Um, I don't even think that my opponent wasn't really playing in a way that was like rude or anything. Yeah, it's usually you can tell when someone's like being deliberately slow, and I don't think they really were being deliberately slow from my experience. But yeah, that was super cool to see. He has that thing where like you can't like breathe on your own, so he could only talk kind of between like the breathing thing that's going on, or like his outward breath would be when he could talk. Like Darth Vader, I guess. Not to compare him to an evil serial killer, but yeah. But he did have a microphone. His stream was super choppy, but it sounded like he was maybe in his like late 60s. Let's play this, I guess. I gave him the old... I raided him once. Gave him the old raid. Blue-red is a good matchup, right? I don't know. Probably not. Yep, take that. If it's prowess, I'm going to want all that. So, do I shock myself? Probably not. I can just play this as a blue source. Actually, no, we can... ooh. You know what? I'm actually really torn. I want Archmage's Charm next turn, but I want to leave up March this turn. Alright, I've sold myself. Yeah, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I mean, again, you can usually tell when someone's being, like, really, really deliberate. Because there's a thing of, like, actually just roping out and losing because you roped out, which is fine, right? That only burns, like, 90 seconds of my life. But if you're, like, roping out every turn, you know. Like that turn where they almost actually roped out before they made one with the Beaumont Courier when I Archmage Charmed it. You never know. They could just be like navigating the play space and struggling with, you know, some sort of physical ailment that makes it slow for them to play. Or they could just genuinely be thinking, you know? It could just be a slow thinker. It could just be someone that thinks it takes them longer to come to conclusions. Just because I play super fast doesn't mean everyone else does, right? And I'm just used to making a lot of decisions quickly. Because I play blue-white control. I play a lot of control. Alright, they're on the old no creatures all burn strategy, which I don't think I care about. I don't need another land here. Oh, I forgot to change the meta base. That's why I went in and checked it. I wanted to change up some cards. Let's play this on blue. Triple Archmage's Charm is hilarious. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that up. I don't care if this gets countered or killed. My hand is too good to care. I'm gonna play this tapped. My opponent is aware of the pivot they have to make to kill me, right? Like, just burn spells to the face or something. But fortunately for me, only the very last burn spell matters. Reckless Charge, not really a surprise. No Spell Pierce. Alright, that's probably game. Fun to see me back streaming. Yeah, it was fun to be here, and I'll be here perpetually. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Come back again soon. I'm lonely. Please, please. Just start crying. Yeah, like I think I stopped streaming, so I just like, all right, and I'll see you guys next time, and then I just break down in tears, thinking the stream ended, but I didn't actually click end stream. I'm crying for like 20 minutes. Why did she leave me? Why did she do this? When I needed her most? Please. I don't feel like there's much commentary, so I'm just saying random stuff. By the way, I feel like this triple Archmage Charm hand is pretty self-explanatory. So, but yeah, I really like this soundtrack I'm listening to. MDK 2000, MDK 2, MDK 2. All right, my opponent wants to go to sideboarding, but I think it skips the sideboarding process if you rope out. Nope, they're back. All right, I'm not going to counter that. Knock yourself out. I found a card. They're not going to play the card. All right, they're moving on. I am never going to cast another spell ever again. because I have triple cancel. Taking you to Twitter, opponent. We're getting canceled. Canceling you good here. Right, do I have 2 up right now? Yes. I don't even care if they activate Den. Okay. That didn't go to my creature. Now you're just dead on board. You have to kill one of these because the counter kills you. I'm not even going to cast Memory Deluge. I'm just going to untap plus and swing. There's not even a 1-minute burn spell that kills any of my creatures except Wizard's Lightning. I don't have a wizard. Okay. I still don't have to show them anything. I'll just tuck this with Teferi. Just going to do this. Hide my hand. It does. I mean, what I'm playing is not really rocket science, but this is a matchup where 9-Life Solemnity is good. It actually is a good matchup for that. So I think I will keep it, or bring it in. Rest in Peace is alright against them too. I think I'll just drop the cantrip. Can do this at the very least. Wandering Emperor is probably the weakest thing in my deck right now. Divine Purge is... Honestly, everything is just fine, right? Change the Equation is a little iffy. No, it's not. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? It's like a 2-minute counter spell. They just can't do anything. My deck is so good, I don't even feel like I need this, which is kind of insane. I didn't realize blue-white was like this crazy. To the point where I don't feel convinced I even really need this. But it does beat them. It does just beat them. So I do want it. I guess Snapcaster Mage is one of the slower, if not the slowest card in my deck. Something like this. I still want these 3. Can drop it. Dude, everything is so good here. A Teferi, an Emperor. Everything is so good. I guess 1 charm. Wow, that's just crazy. Like, I almost want to just not take anything out, but I don't have the lands to go up to, like, Yorion level nonsense. But Yorion, if I did have Yorion, I would love I'd love this deck even more, right? There are so many good cards. This is really crazy. I probably want 4 Change the Equations, to be honest. If red is all over the place, this card is just so good. It also, disrupts the early plays. I can't exile that on 1, right? This isn't a Prismari command. So I guess I'm just playing a tap land. There's like really no card I'm disappointed to like see, which is just so crazy to me. That's a bit of a problem. Put this on blue, and I guess I just pass. Actually, let's deal with this now. I'm gonna get rid of Teferi. I think that makes sense. Teferi's not really the name of the game when I have the 9 lives thing, and this deck does lose to that, except Otawara and Brazen Bower bouncing Solemnity, but that's something I can kind of just beat. Not really a big deal. Oh, hate to see this, but it's going to happen eventually. I do have triple blue, so I can steal this. Oh no, my soundtrack ended. What do I do? I guess it's a good indicator. This will probably be the last game. I don't know, pushing 2 hours already. I haven't lost a game. Just full stop, haven't lost a game yet. I could respect a second copy of guidance, but I also don't think I have to, right? Like, I think my hand is good enough that they can probably get another card off of that before I deal with a wizard. And they could just have another wizard anyways. Their deck is full of wizards, so. I have an uncounterable answer to this as well. Man, I've never felt so confident going into a game of Magic. Oh man, like the 9 lives and anything isn't even all that important. Another one? I should counter this. How do I counter it? Probably with the this. No, let's counter it with the expensive card. Second red player in a row playing super slow. Okay, don't know what there is to think about. Maybe another reckless charge, play with fire, light up the stage maybe, but that'd be post combat. Another wizard monastery swift spear. Looks like a reckless charge. Yep. Alright, don't know why that was so hard. Don't see why you would stall on it. Looks like they have a land too. Interesting. Portable Hole. That is a clean answer. It's a sorcery speed answer, so I should use it instead of the March. Makes sense to me. Just pass here. Get Ember Cooled by them. Exile this on my turn and then feel bad. What? What? Okay. I'm just gonna attack all threats perpetually, right? So just do this. I expect like a Spell Pierce or something. They manually tapped this for red so they didn't tap off of both blue. So I expect a counter spell. Or not. Nope, no counter spell. Okay. It could be a land or a creature, but it is not a instant speed card. That's a good draw. It's so good I think I can just afford to get this out of my hand now, and because I found a way to just efficiently replace it. Could have played this sorcery speed too, to be totally honest. But unless they have a way to exile it, there's always the second half of it. Man, this is such a good matchup, isn't it? It's like crazy how good of a matchup this is. March Supreme Verdict? Use one of them to exile a 1/1? Well, wait, well, doing it for 0. Doing it for 0. Doing it for 0. No, 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 yes. Resolving March is weird. They do have Ramunap Ruins. Looks like it actually was a land. Okay. I will just do this now. I'm going to have to answer this eventually. And I would prefer to do it on my own terms here. These are kind of scary, but I am at an effective, 4 less than it looks like because they have double Ramunap Ruins. Wizard's Lightning means that Ramunaps kill me back to back. So let's fight that. I should play this because I have this, unfortunately. There's also a lot of creatures that do kill me. That's another card on top. That kills me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am dead. Okay, cool. Yep, funny. They pick up the pace the moment they have lethal. What a surprise. I didn't draw any pieces of the 9 Lives Solemnity. It also just didn't really dilute my deck at all. I just got overwhelmed, which kind of sucks. I'm surprised. Could run maybe a 1 of Snapcaster. A Test of Talents isn't terrible. They have a ton of instant sorceries. Maybe I should just do that instead of Archmage's Charm. Yeah, just never found a piece of either of them, even through a Memory Deluge. Never found a piece. No 9 lives, no Idyllic Tutor. Didn't see Spell Pierce, though. Did not see Spell Pierce. Okay, this is much better. On the play is night and day as well, because I have 2-minute interaction for 2 drops, which is good. These come in untapped, right? Yep. They do have to resolve, though. That isn't necessarily free. No 1-drop is really good. Let's play that, pass. Take our consider or play with fire beats and not really care. Have they ever scryed to the bottom? I don't think they have. Sure. Test of Talents. I would have loved to see that. Alright, so I can beeline for it, take some damage, and I think I will. It's weird to tap out, but if they don't have an answer to this, I do just win the game. And I don't think they have an answer to it. So, and if their answer is a counterspell, they have to leave up mana on their turn, which means I'm back to draw going. At least until I find 5 mana to leave up something. Please Reckless Charge. Tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out. Okay, kind of tapping out still. Not really what I expected. Let's play this. Let's play this. And I will Portable Hole kind of really anything in this spot. They have shown me no lands and very few threats. This does force me to play Solemnity at some point, kind of soon, but not instantly. Really didn't want to see that, but it is what it is. Alright, let's do this. Can you beat this? Brazen Bower and Odawara are the 2. Mousing over it. Mousing over it. No answer? And what's funny about this is I actually still have other cards in my deck to continue Magic, right? They have to deal with this on top of me still doing things. As opposed to just a straight 9-life Solemnity combo deck where it doesn't have much to do after it does this. Just like banks in it being good enough. Opponent's really reading it. I really put him in the tank with this one. Oh boy. Come on, what do we got here? What's going on? Alright. They've come to the conclusion that they might have something. Who knows? I'm not going to counter this. Does this exile the stack? No, it doesn't exile the stack. If I could, like, counter the first one, then the second one takes this, the ones in hand and graveyard or whatever. But I don't think it works that way. Alright, we're up by 6 minutes. But it is game 3, so... My opponent is definitely going to deck out before me. I don't think that's a concern, because they have a ton of cantrips, right? What does Dreadhorde do? Play with fire? Doesn't do anything, sure. No attack. Did not play a land, and I think they had one, so they have Odawara. Right? They had a land drop they could play. There was a pause here. And they didn't play it. It has to be Odawara, which bounces this. Which means we have that to consider. It could be the red channel land too. Excuse me, the red channel land. But I think it's that. I think they got Odawara. But we have straight gas. Alright, they're swinging, and it's only a play with fire, which has no use. It doesn't even scry unless they target themselves. They should have they should have targeted themselves so they could scry. I'm not exactly doing damage to them, so... But no one really thinks like that, in all fairness. I feel like it short-circuits people's mind. Like, they don't know what this does. I don't... Like, what's with these random pauses? Uh-huh. Yeah. Did you like go AFK? Thought it was my turn because of attacks or something? I doubt it. You've been playing blue-red, so you know how instants work. Literally has no effect. Doesn't do anything. Alright, they're tapped out. I'll Memory Deluge. Teferi's good. Kind of hard to justify playing because they have like continuous threats that I have some answers to. I think there's Supreme Verdicts in my deck. Oh, alright. My opponent just magically figured out they couldn't beat this. Alright. They're like, alright, I'll slowly get to an answer to it, and then they realize I'm still a blue-white deck with a ton of answers. Alright, that's awesome. I literally never lost. And the games were about the same pace as the Soul type deck I've been playing, so it's not like I'm playing longer games. Not really. It doesn't feel like it, except people, I guess, short-circuiting when they see the 9 Life Salinity. I want this as the deck box. Yeah, this is really, really, really good. I'm glad it is too, because blue-white is usually decent or just terrible. Like, it's very uncommon to have a very good control deck be a tier 1, meta-defining thing in standard. It's not too common to have a very good, like, control deck in standard. Modern has some solid ones, but for there to be one in historic is really good, and it excites me a lot. I'll probably be playing a lot more of this. Like, a lot more of this. This is right up my alley. There's also ways to play it. This sideboard strategy isn't really the best, but it has worked so far. I have to tune the numbers, though. Originally, it was like 4, 4, and 4, so I always had it, but 3, 3, and 3 has felt pretty decent. Although there was a game where I didn't find any piece in a game where it would have mattered. So there is an argument there. But we do have card draw in the main, even though we do kind of side it out for the combo, so it's not really, hand in hand there. Four Teferis is great. I'm going to change the lands. I'm going to take out a plains for a castle and probably an island for the other castle. Like that and that. I think that's kind of free. I can also drop maybe an island for another hall. It hasn't felt too bad yet to have tapped lands early and stuff like that. More change the equations. Probably 4 of these somewhere, side or main. This card is really, really, really good. Not even just against red decks. And green. It also... the green on this card is like splash damage, which is funny. It's just splash damage. But that card has been proven to be very good. I haven't been impressed with my Divine Purge at all. Could probably drop a Consider here, or a Portable Hole. One of those two could go down, because we're now at 61. Probably a Consider. I like my answers, right? Why take out an answer when what your cantrip is doing is looking for answers? So you might as well run an answer over a cantrip. They smooth out your early draw like a lot and stuff, so I don't know. For now, that's fine. But yeah, this transformative sideboard thing is really satisfying when it works. There's some games, against red where you might not even need it because you have such efficient answers against red decks anyways, but sometimes it's not enough and you do need to scam them, right? Sometimes if it is just beating Bone Crusher, you can just do that. Bone Crusher was on my radar. But Bone Crusher isn't played in every red deck. Not really. It's not even played in blue-red Wizards. It's not played in Crucius, black-red, whatever. Like, it's not always played. So, the black-red deck does have Liliana of the Veil, which gets through your 9 lives, unfortunately. So that's something to consider. Teferi hasn't felt very exciting. I'd almost want it to be a binding for the idyllic tutors to find. Rest in Peace turns off Snapcaster. Not really a big deal. I haven't found too many graveyard-based decks where I'm like, damn, I need a ton of answers to the graveyard. Especially when Portable Hole and March actually exile their threats that might recur, like Croxa in Luris. So that's good as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run a binding in the sideboard. It just like you can idyllic tutor for it and then hit something that is constantly beating you up in a way that you can't beat when you have 9 lives and Solemnity, like Liliana of the Veil. So that's good. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Definitely not done with this. Let me know what you would and wouldn't play. Let me know what you thought about. We never lost a game, right? Won every game I played. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I stream 5 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.